There's a little jar with a blue lid sitting in almost every medicine cabinet in the country, and most of us only ever open it for chapped lips, which is a shame because that's maybe a tenth of what it knows how to do. That $3 jar quietly replaces foot creams, makeup removers, leather conditioners, even a couple of things out in the garage. Today, I'm counting down 21 ways to put it to work, and the savings add up faster than you'd guess. And number one, that one cuts a cost most households pay every single month. Let's get started. Number 21. Let's open with the fix for one of life's little aggravations, a stuck zipper. The jacket that jams halfway up, the boot that won't budge, the purse that fights you every time you reach for your wallet. Dab a tiny bit of Vaseline along the teeth with a cotton swab, then work the zipper up and down a few times, nice and slow. It glides like new because the jelly fills in and smooths every little spot where those teeth catch. Wipe away whatever's left over so it doesn't find its way onto the fabric. I've seen a tailor charge more to replace a zipper than the jacket cost in the first place. So that's a real repair bill you just skipped with about 2 seconds of effort. Number 20. Now for the one your feet will thank you for. Sandal season is rough on heels, and by August, mine used to look like dry, cracked leather. Here's the fix, and it costs pennies. Before bed, coat your heels in a nice thick layer of Vaseline and pull on an old pair of socks. Do your hands too, with cotton gloves if you have them, especially if they're in dishwater half the day like mine are. Here's why it works. Your skin loses its moisture overnight, and that heavy layer seals it in instead of letting it escape into the air. Do it a couple nights a week and the difference sneaks up on you. The overnight foot creams I've seen at the store run $12, $15 a tube, and this does the very same job by morning. Number 19, sticker gunk. Price tags on a gift, the label that won't come off a nice jar you want to reuse for the pantry, the stickers my kids put somewhere they absolutely should not have. Coat the sticky spot with Vaseline and give it a good 5 or 10 minutes to soak in. The jelly softens the adhesive underneath so the residue lets go and rolls right off instead of smearing around under your thumb. Stubborn spots might want a second coat. Just test first on anything painted or varnished since it can leave a mark on some finishes. That's one less bottle of that special $5 goo remover to keep under the sink. Number 18. Yes, chapped lips, but not the way you think. Instead of buying tube after tube of lip balm, here's a trick I love. Scoop a little Vaseline into a small clean container, an old pill box or a little tin works fine, and mix in a dab of your favorite lipstick with a toothpick. You've just made a tinted lip gloss in your exact shade, and it actually keeps your lips soft instead of drying them out the way some balms do. Women were doing this long before the makeup counter existed, by the way. The glosses I've seen run $10, $15 a piece. Yours costs pennies, and when the company discontinues your favorite color, and they always do, you can keep mixing it for years. Number 17. Listen for the squeak. That bedroom door that announces you to the whole house. The cabinet hinge in the kitchen, the old wooden drawer that sticks every single time. A small dab of Vaseline rubbed right onto the hinge pin or along the wooden runner under the drawer quiets and smooths all of it. The jelly sits between the two surfaces so they stop grinding on each other, and unlike the spray cans, it doesn't drip down your door or fill the kitchen with fumes. Wipe off what doesn't rub in so it won't catch dust. No trip to the hardware store, and no more holding your breath when you ease a door open past a sleeping baby. Number 16. Give your hands a little salon treatment. Between the dishes, the laundry, and the garden, our hands take a beating, and mine show it by Friday. Massage a bit of Vaseline into your cuticles at night, and they stay soft instead of dry and ragged. Want your nails to look polished without polish? Rub a tiny amount over each nail and buff gently with a soft cloth until they come up with a clean, healthy shine. It takes all of 2 minutes in front of the evening news. The cuticle oils alone run $8 or $9 for a little bottle, and this one jar does both jobs. Number 15. Here's one for the furniture. Those cloudy white rings on the wood table where somebody skipped the coaster. And in my house, somebody always skips the coaster. That haze is usually moisture caught in the top layer of the finish, not ruined wood. So don't panic and don't go shopping for a refinishing kit just yet. Coat the ring with Vaseline, walk away, and let it sit overnight. The jelly slowly works its way into the finish and pushes that trapped moisture out. And more often than not, the white mark has faded right out by morning. Wipe it clean and buff with a soft cloth. Test a hidden spot first on anything precious and keep this to finished wood. It sure beats paying to refinish a tabletop. Number 14. If there's a baby in your life, do something for me. Next time you're at the store, pick up one of those $10 diaper rash creams and read the ingredients. On an awful lot of them, the very first thing listed is petroleum, which is exactly what's in your Vaseline jar. A thin layer at changing time forms the same gentle barrier that keeps wetness off that little bottom before a rash ever gets started. It's the same simple jar our own mothers reached for, and their mothers before them, and it still does the job. For a fraction of the price, the baby never knows the difference. Number 13. Your leather could use a drink. Scuffed shoes, a dry handbag, a stiff belt, even an old baseball glove that's been sitting in the garage since the kids outgrew it. Work in a small dab of Vaseline with a soft cloth, a little at a time, and buff in circles. It feeds the leather, softens the scuffs, and brings back a nice shine. 2 warnings with this one. Test a hidden spot on lighter leather first, since it can darken things slightly, and keep it far away from suede. It will flatten that soft nap for good. The leather conditioners I've priced run $10 and up, and half the time this little jar does just as well. Number 12. Out to the garden shed. Before you put your pruners, shears, and shovel away for the season, wipe the dirt off, let the metal dry, and rub a thin coat of Vaseline over the blades and any bare steel. It seals the surface so the damp air can't get at it, and that's all rust really needs, a little moisture and a long winter. Up here in Michigan, that wet season eats bare metal alive, and I've lost more than one good pair of pruners to it. A decent replacement runs $20, $30 these days. 30 seconds with the jar in the fall saves you from buying the same tools twice. Number 11. Hardly anybody does this one, and it quietly pays you back every single month. That rubber seal around your refrigerator door dries out and cracks over the years, and once it stops sealing tight, cold air leaks out and your fridge runs harder to keep up, and that shows up on the electric bill. Want to know if yours is going? Close the door on a $1 bill. If it slides out with no resistance, your seal is getting tired. Wipe the gasket clean, then rub a thin film of Vaseline along the rubber a couple times a year. It keeps the rubber soft and snug against the frame, and it can put off a repair visit for years. The gasket jobs I've heard quoted run well over $100. We're past the halfway mark now, and the closer we get to number 1, the more money each of these puts back in your pocket. Let's keep going. Number 10. Summer's hard on skin in ways nobody warns you about. New sandals rubbing a blister into your heel, the strap that digs in by the second hour, that chafing on a hot, sticky walk. Before you head out, smooth a thin layer of Vaseline anywhere straps or skin rub. It cuts the friction, and no friction means the blister never forms in the first place. Reapply if you're out all day, and it works just as well under socks with new walking shoes. Those anti-chafing sticks at the store do the exact same thing for $10, $12. Same idea, fraction of the price, and you already own it. Number 9. This one rescues half the little bottles in your house. Nail polish, craft glue, wood glue, anything with a cap that welds itself shut between uses. Wipe a tiny dab of Vaseline around the threads before you close it, and next time the cap twists right off instead of putting up a fight. The same trick works on the rim of a paint can, so the lid comes off clean next spring instead of bending your screwdriver. It sounds small, but think of every half-full bottle of glue you've ever tossed because you couldn't get back into it. Wood glue runs $4, $5 a bottle these days. Those dollars add up quietly. Number 8. Now an important one, and I want to give you both halves. For a minor cut or scrape, wash it well with plain soap and water. Pat it dry and smooth on a thin layer of Vaseline before the bandage. Years ago, we were all told to let a cut dry out and scab over, but keeping a small wound covered and moist is actually what doctors suggest these days. The skin heals smoother, it doesn't crack back open every time you bend a knuckle, and it tends to scar less. Refresh it when you change the bandage. But here's the other half, and please remember it. Never put Vaseline on a fresh burn or a sunburn. It traps the heat right in the skin and makes things worse. Burns want cool running water and time, nothing greasy. There are some very big videos out there telling folks to rub it on a sunburn, and that's exactly backwards. Number 7. For everyone who colors their hair at home, and with salon color running $50 and up these days, that's more of us every year. Before the dye goes on, Run a line of Vaseline along your hairline, over the tops of your ears, and down the back of your neck. The dye can't grab where the jelly sits, so no more telltale stained forehead giving you away for the next 3 days. When you're done, it wipes right off with a tissue and takes any stray color with it. It's the same trick the salons quietly use themselves. Your home color job looks like you paid for the chair, and nobody has to know you didn't. Number 6, a ring that will not come off. Maybe your fingers swelled up in the summer heat. Maybe it's been a few years since it last moved. Soap and cold water are worth a try, but when they fail, this is the next step before anybody panics. Coat your finger and the band generously with Vaseline and twist gently as you slide, no yanking. 9 times out of 10, it comes right off, swollen knuckle and all. A jeweler's first offer is usually the little saw, and saving a wedding band from that is worth a whole lot more than $3. Number 5, pop the hood with me a minute. That white, crusty buildup on your car battery terminals is corrosion, and it's behind a lot of cars that won't start on a cold morning. With the engine off, get the terminals clean and snug first, then rub a pea-sized dab of Vaseline over each one. The jelly seals out the moisture and road salt that caused the crust in the first place, so the connection stays clean season after season. My dad did this to every car he ever owned, and I honestly can't remember one of them failing to start. A shop will charge real money for a service call that starts with exactly this. Number 4, ladies, check what you're paying for eye makeup remover. $8, $10 for a little bottle, and waterproof mascara hardly budges for half of them. A small dab of Vaseline on a cotton pad melts it off gently. Hold the pad against your lashes for a few seconds first, then wipe slow and easy. And the mascara, the eyeliner, all of it comes away without scrubbing at the most delicate skin on your face. Use a light touch, keep it out of your eyes, and rinse after. Same result as the fancy bottle, for next to nothing, and it won't sting. Number 3, my fellow cold weather folks, this one's for us. Every fall, before the first hard freeze, rub a thin coat of Vaseline on the rubber seals around your car doors, and get the trunk while you're at it. When that ice storm hits, water can't freeze the rubber to the frame, so your doors open right up while your neighbor is out there prying at theirs with a spatula. It keeps that rubber from drying and cracking too, which is its own repair bill down the road. 2 minutes in October saves you a lot of cold mornings in January. Around here, that's not a small thing. Number 2, make your good perfume last. Fragrance fades fast off dry skin because the scent oils simply evaporate away, and at $50, $80 a bottle, that's real money disappearing into thin air. Dab a little Vaseline on your pulse points first, your wrists and your neck, then spray like you always do. The scent clings to the jelly instead of burning off, and it hangs around for hours instead of vanishing by lunch. You end up spraying less, the bottle lasts noticeably longer, and honestly, the scent sits softer and warmer on your skin too. Mix a bit with your perfume in a tiny tin, and you've got a solid perfume for your purse as well. All right, one quick thing before number 1. If you're finding these useful, would you hit subscribe and turn on those notifications for me? This channel is still brand new, and my list of tricks to share with you is a mile long. Okay, here comes the big one. Number 1, the big one, and it's hiding in your bathroom: razor cartridges. The packs I've priced lately run $20 and up. And at my store, they've started locking them behind glass, which tells you everything. Here's what most people never learn. Blades don't just dull from shaving, they dull from sitting wet between shaves, rusting away at an edge too fine for your eye to see. So after each shave, rinse the razor, shake it good, pat it dry on a towel, and swipe a whisker-thin coat of Vaseline across the blades. It seals out the air and moisture, and the blade stays sharp, noticeably longer. Give it a quick rinse before the next use, and you'll never notice it was there. Mine last about twice as long as they used to, which means that $20 pack shows up half as often on my receipt. To me, that's just quiet good sense, taking care of what the good Lord already put in your hands instead of buying it twice. Now, I'd love to hear from you. If you've got a Vaseline trick that I didn't cover, leave it in the comments. I promise I read them all. And it looks like YouTube put another video up on your screen and it thinks you'll enjoy, and it'll save you a little more money too. I'll see you over there.